I'll talk a bit about religion first, because it's a fascinating subject. It's something I've been interested in for years, years and years. And actually, the more you understand, the more you practice yoga, and the more you understand yoga, the more you understand religion, and the more you understand every religion, even without studying them, because the heart of every religion is yoga. In truth, at the heart of every religion is yoga, and is a yoga practice. And so the founders of every major religion in the world had a spiritual practice which led them to realize the union of the self and the divine. And that is yoga. That's what yoga is. Any practice which leads to the union of the self and the divine in that yogic communion or yogic joining, that is yoga. And so the Buddha practiced yoga and founded the Buddhist tradition. Jesus practiced yoga, founded the Christian tradition. Everyone, Mahavira, founded the Jain tradition. The Taoists, there isn't any religion which isn't based on yoga. But then, of course, they have their own language, and you could say, well, what's the difference between a religion and yoga? And that's actually quite a difficult thing to answer, because it's actually quite difficult to answer the question, what is religion? You could say, well, religion is a belief in God. But it actually isn't, because there are some religions where people don't believe in God, like the Buddhist religion. And the Buddha said, there is no Brahman, there is no Atman. Practice and find out for yourself. So religion can be a belief in God, but not necessarily. So really, religion it's more intangible than that. It's more like a shared set of beliefs, or a shared set of rituals, or a shared set of practices. It's more like just people having something in common on their spiritual path. Yeah.
Doesn't the word religion actually mean coming together?
Ligio, to bind, from the Latin to bind, and re, as in to do again. So to rebind, or to rejoin. So it actually means the same thing as yoga. So it's really just, you could say, different yogic traditions, that the religions are different yogic traditions. So then where does all the infighting come from? It's a really bizarre, it's one of the most bizarre things in the history of humanity, because if all the religions are founded on yoga, and yoga is about union with the divine, and part of that, as we talked about last night, is about the opening of the heart and coming into experiencing unconditional love for everyone, then why do different religions end up fighting each other? And personally, I believe that that it's a lot more political than that. That the religions get kind of harnessed by political leaders. And it's not really, the war doesn't start because someone says, you're doing the wrong yogic practices. You should be doing our yogic practices, and we're going to make sure you do with our swords. It's not. Personally, I think that what really happens is that one kingdom thinks, I'd like land from their kingdom, and then they use religion as an excuse and say, oh, these people are non-believers, we need to kill them. So I don't think it's really a religious issue. I think it's politics, and politics using people's religious beliefs to get people to fight, basically. But it's amazing that it works. It's amazing that people from different religious traditions don't just turn around and say, what about love thy neighbour? Because most religions have love as a central teaching, and tolerance as a central teaching, peacefulness, harmlessness as central teachings. Turn the other cheek, ahimsa. It's all there. Essentially, yoga is not a religion. You don't have to believe anything to practice yoga. Well, actually you do. You have to believe one thing to practice yoga, which you probably won't guess. Anyone guess? What's the one thing you have to believe to practice yoga? That it works. Yeah. You have to believe that getting onto your mat and doing the practices is going to transform you. Do something to transform your life. If you don't believe that, then you won't do it. But you don't have to believe in God. You don't have to believe in other dimensions. You don't have to believe that you'll be reborn when you die. You don't have to believe in reincarnation. You don't have to believe that you should be a vegetarian. You don't have to believe anything. Everyone can practice yoga without any requirements. And so then, so going back to what I was saying before, the more you practice yoga, the deeper you get into it, the more you start to see, in every religion, you start to see that there's a kind of core, the core teachings of every religion are pretty much just pure yoga. It's all just about purifying your heart and mind and coming into union with the divine. So I would say you need to know Christ before you die. Yeah, so slightly different language. and so the term Jesus Christ is an interesting one because it wasn't his name. He wasn't Mr. Christ. They say his name was Jesus or Jesus of Nazareth. And then the Christ label, the Christ is an interesting one because actually I might talk about this a bit more tonight. I mentioned the production of a particular fluid in the body that happens as part of the journey. It's a fluid called amrita. It comes up inside the body and actually comes out of the crown, and it feels like oil being dropped on the crown. Okay, so this is quite a high level stage in yoga. And the word Christ actually means one who has been anointed. Okay? One who's been anointed. It's the Greek translation of the word Messiah, which means the same thing. One who's been anointed. And my own belief is that this sensation of oil dripping on the top of the head is what it's referring to. So Jesus Christ, Jesus who has been anointed. And so Christ really refers to a state of consciousness. It's a very pure level of consciousness. And so to know Christ, the way I understand it, means to know that the state of consciousness that Jesus was living in before he was crucified. Yeah. So, we can all do that. If we want to, if we work at it, work at the practices.